Hello, and today I am going to be recapping episode 8 of Deal or No Deal Island. The episode starts with the Night Owls celebrating the fact that they were finally able to get Alyssa out, while Aaron came back to camp all hurt and upset over the fact that his closest ally just got eliminated from the game. While the Night Owls were overly joyous and remembering the events that happened at the temple, Aaron decided to just go to bed early. The next morning, we get a conversation between Aaron and Boston Rob, where Boston Rob tells Aaron to keep his chin up and try to stay in this game for as long as he can. The main reason Boston Rob wants Aaron to stay in this game is because he said in a confessional that Aaron is his only remaining ally left in this game, and without him, he's truly alone. We also get this scene of Jordan comforting Aaron regarding Alyssa's elimination, and the reason why Jordan wanted to comfort Aaron is because Jordan mentioned in a confessional that she's playing both sides to make sure she's on everyone's good side. After that, we go to today's excursion where the challenge for today is: the 7 remaining contestants have to follow a long winding rope through a swamp with a briefcase at the end of it, where they then have to maneuver the case through the rope back to where they came from. The case values remained hidden, and the only way to know which case had which value is by following the case through the rope back to the podium, with the top of each podium containing a dollar amount that corresponds with the case's value on the inside. The contestants with the 4 highest case amounts were immune for that episode. There was also a twist for this challenge where the players weren't allowed to go until all the sand ran out of their timer, and each player could choose to sabotage one person by adding sand to their timer. For who each player chose to sabotage, Amy chose Aaron, Nick chose Boston Rob, Jordan chose Nick, Boston Rob chose Amy, Aaron chose Dawson, and Dawson chose Aaron. Which meant that Aaron had 2 doses of sand in his timer, Stephanie had none at all, and everyone else had only 1 dose of sand in their timers. For the challenge, after Nick and Boston Rob's timers ran out, Nick and Boston Rob decided to race each other for the highest valued case, which was $4.5 million. Boston Rob eventually gave up on trying to catch Nick and ended up going a completely different route instead, which caused Nick to come back with the $4.5 million case, giving him the highest amount out of all 7 remaining players. Boston Rob found another case that was very high up in a tree and assumed that it contained a good amount because of how hidden away it was, to which he was right and was also in the top 4 along with Nick. The other 2 players in the top 4 were Stephanie, and that was because of her early start, and Jordan, with the latter getting back with her case just in the nick of time, while Dawson, Amy, and Aaron were in the bottom 3, and Aaron was unable to get back a case at all. After the excursion, Dawson tells Nick that he wants to play Deal or No Deal tonight because he believes that he made no moves throughout this entire game. Boston Rob also encourages Aaron to talk to Nick to ask him to play Deal or No Deal tonight, to which Aaron was hesitant at first because he refused to talk to any of the Night Owls again, but eventually did it anyway. This left Nick in a little dilemma where if he chose Dawson and he made a bad deal, or if he chose Aaron and made a good deal, he would end up losing a Night Owl regardless. At the temple, Nick ended up choosing Dawson, and his reason for doing that was because he was the only one of the 3 that has yet to play Deal or No Deal. In tonight's game of Deal or No Deal, Dawson was able to narrow it down to 3 cases, with 2 cases holding 7-digit amounts and the other holding only $300. And because of this, the banker offered Dawson a personal offer of $100,000 if he took the deal right then. But that also came with a very devilish twist, with that twist being if he took the deal and took the $100,000 personal offer, he would be automatically eliminated from the game regardless if he made a good deal or not. Dawson then mentioned to the other 6 remaining players why he was out here and who he's playing for, to which we get a touching story about how his mom moved very far up north and wants her to come back, to which Dawson ended up taking the deal and the $100,000 personal offer, knowing he would be eliminated anyway. And from there, the episode ends. As for my personal thoughts on the episode, I would like to say that this episode had the worst ending of any Deal or No Deal Island episode thus far. Why I believe that to be the case is because the personal offer with the automatic elimination just made it feel like blatant production meddling. And while I do agree it would be boring if the 4 Night Owls just ended up steamrolling through Aaron, Boston, Rob, and Jordan, This personal offer was not the best way to go about it. I mean, sure, Dawson would have made a bad deal regardless if the personal offer included the elimination or not, but the fact that it included an automatic elimination was a very questionable decision on production's part. It almost just makes it seem like production is doing whatever they can to keep Boss and Rob in the game, because it feels like Boss and Rob is the main reason people are even watching this show at all. Aside from that, I hated how much the edit focused on Aaron's nervous breakdowns, and I thought the challenge was very basic. So, overall, not a very good episode. But enough about what I have to say. What did you think about tonight's episode? Did you think Dawson's elimination reeked of production meddling? What are your thoughts on Jordan playing middle ground between the two alliances? Do you still think the Night Owls are going to end up dominating despite that little setback? Feel free to leave your takes in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.